Hey everybody, Ben here from the Better Podcast, and the plot thickens. So last week I dropped a little video saying I'd heard rumours about a preview at US Open Dallas, and it turned out that they weren't rumours at all. It was just on a website. You could go and find it, but it hadn't been announced on Warhammer Community. So that's interesting. But there are two other things that the people in our Discord have been chatting about. So if you're not part of a Blood Bowl Discord, come and join us. Link in the description below, because it's always good, always good fun. But there's a couple of things there that they've picked up on that I think it might be worth talking about. But first, let's have a look at the open bits and bobs. So this was the community post about the Warhammer Opens. So we've got the US Open Dallas coming up 22nd to 25th of May, and then there's a Canadian Open in Edmonton in June and a Tacoma Open in July. So if we have a look at the websites, which we've got here, so let's have a look at Dallas first, because this is the one that's coming up. This is the one that I've got my money on. Oh, son of a... No. Be cool, Ben. It's the events running. You see, I get super triggered now whenever I see all these logos and I don't see the Blood Bowl logo, because we've been stitched so much. We've been stitched up constantly. Okay, so if you go to purchase tickets, you can find a ticket. There we go. Let's go for the Warhammer 40k Grand Tournament. I'd be very surprised if I ever do anything like that. But as you scroll down, is that right? Oh, here we go. Upgrades and add-ons. Warhammer Preview ticket is available. So this is the Dallas one. So with this ticket add-on, you will have a ticket to attend, really, to attend the Warhammer Preview set for Thursday, May 22nd at 8 PM. That is 2 AM UK. So that's going to be a fun night. Enjoy an evening of incredible exclusives with available popcorn and beverage for your enjoyment. I love that. I love that you actually get a chance to buy popcorn for the Warhammer Preview. So that's Dallas. That's Dallas. Let's have a look at Tacoma and see if they have a similar thing, because that would be really interesting. Like, we've got the Dallas preview. I mean, there's we all know what rumors are kicking around in the Warhammer world. Warhammer premium swag preview, including a spot at the Thursday night Warhammer preview at Tacoma. But there's no way of adding it. So it's possible that Tacoma is just more popular and that it's sold out. Maybe. All right, but anyway, the point is, it looks like Tacoma may have a preview as well. So we know that there is a preview coming for Dallas, and it is going to be on, where's my calendar? It's going to be on Thursday, the 22nd of May at 2 AM. So Friday, the 23rd of May at 2 AM. We will have some kind of preview. So actually, I think we've got a couple of weeks yet before Games Workshop. I think they'll probably drop an article the Thursday, Friday before that, maybe at the beginning of the week itself, and sort of say, these are the games that are coming up. I've warned Tiff. I've said, look, if we see a Blood Bowl logo, I'm pulling an all-nighter. And I'm sure Libby will be very happy to support with that. Okay, so we know there's a preview coming. We don't know if it's going to be Blood Bowl, but who knows? But the guys in our Discord have shared a couple of interesting things. And one of them is this. And this is where the plot gets thicker. This is the link to, if we can show the URL, can't show the URL because that's the wrong tab. This is the link to Dungeon Bowl. Dungeon Bowl does no longer exist on the Games Workshop website. It has been delisted. Now, if you go and have a look at all the Blood Bowl stuff, most of the Blood Bowl bits are available, but there is an absolute ton of stuff that is out of stock. All the star players, all of the booster packs, everything here is just out of stock. That even some teams, you've got Nurgle, Elven Union, Halflings, Wood Elves, Snotlings, Skaven, Necro, Lizards, Goblins, Dark Elves, Ogres, Humans, Khorne, and Amazons are all out of stock. That is a monstrous amount. Now, I know that the world is tough at the moment, and I know the Games Workshop have had a couple of distribution issues over the last couple of years. They're building more factories and stuff like that, so it is possible that they are just legitimately out of stock. But that's a couple of things there that really kind of makes you think, bye fluff, what are they running it down? Now, this may just be wish listing, and I totally get it, and I could just be barking up the absolute wrong tree. There was no FAQ in November. We've got a preview coming up in May. Everything is out of stock on the website, and Dungeon Bowl is gone. And so is sevens. Now, it is entirely possible that Dungeon Bowl was just a limited release. That is totally possible. That's the case. Oh, the 7 pitch is still available. That's good news. So it is within the realm of possibility that Dungeon Bowl was just kind of like, let's just make it and we'll sell it and that'll be it. Absolutely gutting, because Dungeon Bowl is a ton of fun. You guys know this. We ran three, four tournaments with Dungeon Bowl. And it is wild, wacky, and very, very, very different. So that is the other nugget. But there's one more nugget as well as we flick over to this screen here. Now, Drew mentioned this in the Discord, which is a case of they've put up a post. Is this the most recent post? This is from the 24th of April, saying that there is a Fullbeard Cup coming. Now, he's flagged up this. There's a sevens and there's Fullbeard, but there is no Dungeon Bowl, and they have been historically doing those as like a little trilogy of tournaments, and this is for August. Now, again, this might mean absolutely positively nothing, but the Fullbeard Cup has in the past been supported by Dungeon Bowl. There you go, 25th of October. The Fullbeard Cup has tended to be they tend to run like 2 big 11s ones, right? One just about the Super Bowl time, and then one in October time. Is that what this is? The 20th, 26th and 27th of October. And historically, it has been Dungeon Bowl 7s and 11s. This one is a bit of a stretch, but I do love it. Okay, there is a Fullbeard Cup coming. There is a 7s day coming. But neither of the, but it's August instead of, this is the beautiful thing, and this is what the Discord went to town on, and I'm a big fan of this theory. This is 27th of August for sevens. Is this just that they have got rid of Dungeon Bowl? Is it just that they've sold out Dungeon Bowl, so they're not running Dungeon Bowl events anymore? Okay, that's totally fine. That's very believable. I can see that. But let's go through. Let's do the tinfoil hat thing again. No FAQ in November. We've got previews coming. They have moved their October games into August. And Dungeon Bowl is gone, and loads of Blood Bowl stuff is out of stock. Does this mean there's something coming for Blood Bowl that is more than just a team? Is it what would be very cool, right, would be another version of Dungeon Bowl? If it's not going to be like a new box set and a new edition, because they've got sevens. And, you know, when we talked about it in the Discord, it was really a case of like, ooh, if they've got rid of Dungeon Bowl, and is it that they're rebranding it for the 2025 edition? Unless that means that they're going to drop a new edition with sevens rules in the box, it doesn't look like sevens is particularly going away. So this is making me think that these have moved forward, sevens is staying, and I think that might mean that they could be dropping a new version of Dungeon Bowl. It could be that they're dropping a brand new version of Blood Bowl, but if they're dropping a brand new version of Blood Bowl, sevens would probably go away as well as Dungeon Bowl, because they're both expansions for this edition. Now, we don't see Gutter Bowl anywhere ever. So the most likely out of all this is that they've got a new version of Horus Heresy or something that's dropping, and it's dropping in September or August, September time, and they want that tournament slot in October to fit with the big summer release. It's the most logical thing is that they're moving their stuff around so that they can highlight their big summer release in October. So probably Heresy, right? So they can do the Heresy weekend in October time, which I think is a lot better for most people than the middle of August, because you've got summer holidays, it's hot, it's just, yeah, it's just more expensive to do stuff. So I think they're probably, I'm going to channel my inner trips here. The most likely situation here is that Dungeon Bowl is sold out and they're just not going to bother buying a new one. They've got 7s and 11s. They're moving it from the October slot into the August slot because they want to use the October slot for their summer release, which is probably going to be Heresy. So in the grand, and when it comes to repackaging and stuff like that, it's probably just like, I mean, have you ever been able to buy a milkshake from a McDonald's? Like, it just takes work to make things manufacture, right? To manufacture things. And especially right now, like, if any of Dungeon Bowl and stuff like that was made in China, bin it off. We're not getting it again because, you know, China's about to up its prices because of, to the whole world because of all the tariff stuff, right? So the most likely thing is that Dungeon Bowl's gone because it's sold out. They're not interested in making another one. And Blood Bowl's been moved into the lesser popular slot in summer so they can move the big summer release, which is probably Heresy, into that one. That's why there's no Dungeon Bowl. That's why Dungeon Bowl's gone from the site. That's why there's no Dungeon Bowl event. And when it comes to being out of stock of Blood Bowl, it might be just that actually they've sold what they have and they're waiting for an opportunity to fit in another run of the 2016 edition Human Team, because it's probably pretty low priority compared to like Cathay kits and Space Marine kits. I think that's the most logical thing. But I'm a huge conspiracy theorist, right? And the lizard people running the country have got me thinking that maybe no FAQ, Dungeon Bowl being gone, moving forward the tournaments, the preview slot in May coming, and everything being out of stock, you can look at it that way and go, ooh, it's probably the other one, but hey. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. In fact, join us tonight. It's Monday, so it's Monday Night Blood Bowl, 8 o'clock. Come and join us on the channel, and we'll play some Blood Bowl tonight. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy blocking, and enjoy some conspiracies.